All right. Back again, back again. Hello, hello. We're live. I believe so. I think so. Yes, we are. Beast, welcome back, man. How's it going? Hey. Alright, well, continuing on again straight away from yesterday. Moisturizer, hello. We're just going to continue on. And hopefully today is the day that we get the Pachirisu. So, let's see. I would love another short hunt though, because yesterday we did get the Weasel after 4,600. Today if we get an even shorter hunt, that would be even better. How's the job search going? It's going. I mean, I'm applying, but yeah, that's about it. I'm not hearing anything back yet. It's gotta happen sometime soon. Someone's gotta reply and offer me an interview at some point soon. I've got a good hit rate with interviews. Like, I've only had 4 jobs in my life, but I've only ever had 6 interviews in my life. So, you know, 4 of them went well. 2 of them, I didn't get the job, but on one of them, I even got to a second round interview. So, you know, I've got a decent hit rate with interviews and landing jobs. So I just need someone to give me a chance. I'm a good talker. I know what I'm doing. I can convince someone to hire me. But yeah, I'm not being offered an interview anywhere yet. So gotta keep trying. Anywho, today is the day we're gonna catch this pink rat. Pachirisu has went on long enough. It's time to end this hunt. We are 10 phases down. This is phase 11. So we gotta get something here. Actual grown-up jobs, or are you counting jobs as a teenager as well? I never actually had a job as a teenager. So just grown-up jobs. Yeah. I finished school. I didn't go to university because I didn't know what I wanted to commit 3 to 4 years of my life to, and then be stuck paying uni fees for the next 30 years or whatever. So I decided, no, I don't want to go to university. So I found a job at 19, stayed at my first job for, how long? 7 years? 6 years? 6 years. Had a break, went to Korea for a year, and then had another job for 3.5 years, and then one job for 1 year, and then now my current job for 1 year and 3 months. So, yeah. So I'm looking for job number 5, hopefully sometime soon. I mean, I kind of need it within the next 2 months, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble, because I don't know how I'm going to afford everything. So we'll see. If we only count adult jobs, then I had 1 interview and 2 jobs. You had 1 interview and 2 jobs? How does that work? I mean, technically in 1 job, I started in 1 role and then changed to another role within the same company. So I had to have an interview for that, but I'm not counting that because it's the same company, I guess. Anyway, for you guys who are in here right now, leave your predictions. When are we going to find the next shiny? How many encounters? Is it going to be an early one, a late one? We're going to go over odds, under odds? Second job, which I still have, was more or less handed to you. Fair enough. I wish I was handed a job at the minute. I need something. It'll come. It'll come. I have faith. Every time I've switched jobs, it's taken me less than 3 months to find something new. Maybe I've just got a good track record of finding something, but it's been a month and a half now and I haven't even had an interview, so I kind of need to pick up the pace a bit to keep that 3 months intact. Yeah, I mean, I'm posting on LinkedIn, I'm reaching out to recruiters, I'm finding companies that my current job like works with, like the clients that we have, and I'm checking their websites to see if they've got any job openings, because I've got a feeling like if they know I work for the company that provides them something, they'll be like, oh, they work for blah blah, we can get them in, and they'll be able to help us out with the stuff that we use. So I'm looking into all this stuff. I'm reaching out to friends to see if their places have anything going, that sort of thing. I'm just not hearing back from many places. Michael, want to hear something funny? Yeah, go for it, man. Most jobs in Germany are actually offered through connections. Quite wild if you think about it. Yeah. I mean, my second job, so my first job, like I said, I was there for 6.5 years. My manager there moved to a new company when I left. Literally, like the week before I left, he was made redundant. And then I went to Korea for a year. And then when I came back and I needed a job, he was in his new place. And he got me an interview there. And then I got the job there. So I was working with him again, just in another company, which is good. Regarding predictions, we are in for a 12k encounter hunt with another golden boy on account 2. I really hope not. I really hope not. There's 2 golden boys here though. Is it Weasel or is it Shinx? They're both golden boys. And a 64 radar chain now on Maril. In Platinum? 60... Why? Why are you still going? After you hit 30, you don't need to keep going anymore. You just walk around a little bit and then redo the radar again, so you're not wasting an encounter and it's guaranteed. And eventually it will pop up. It's the same odds constantly after 30. So just don't go into an encounter. You'll break the chain. After 30, just keep resetting. You know, you're good. You've done it. You've done the hard part. The shiny is guaranteed. You EV training? So, oh, wait, so you... Oh, you've got the shiny already? So you're radar hunting for EVs, not for shinies? That's wild. The fact that you've managed to get up to 66, though, that's impressive. I don't think I've ever got past, like, 35, 36, maybe. Chain always breaks. 66, though? That is crazy, actually. I want to know, like, the percentage chance in getting that high. 66? How? How is that even possible? What the hell? Well, at some point when I get the poker radar, it'll definitely speed up a few of these hunts. Although I can't get it until after I beat the Elite Four, so there's not really going to be much left to catch at that point. It's crazy that it's still going though. Sneak preview, guys. I'll probably mention this a few times throughout the stream because people will come and go. But tomorrow I'm going to do an extra special stream, so make sure you're around for that one. I'm going to begin a Pokemon Sapphire Dream Team quest. Shiny Dream Team quest. So this is going to be a regular occurrence that happens on Wednesdays. going forward, because obviously Room Master is my priority, and that is going to be the main thing I focus on. But every Wednesday, just one day a week, I'm going to focus on a Dream Team quest on Sapphire, and we'll see what happens. So I get like a day off from the Route Master. I can play a different game for a day. I can hunt on there instead. So yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to start a Shiny Dream Team quest on Pokemon Sapphire. So that'll be a good one tomorrow. And we'll start a bit earlier as well, because Wednesday is the day that I don't... that my parents look after my daughter, so I get a day off. So I don't need to put out of bed and all that stuff first, so I can start a bit earlier. You heard Room Master? Not Room Master. And definitely not Route Master either. It's just going to be a Dream Team quest. I only need to hunt 6 shinies, which is why I'm only going to do it one day a week. Gives me a little break, and I mean, I've already checked the entire team encounters. Most of the team is 20 or 25% chance in the patches of grass that they're in, but there's one Pokemon on the team that is only 10% chance. So, you know, we will catch more shinies along the way. But yeah, my team is pretty solid. It's pretty solid. So you'll find out the entire team tomorrow, because it's not going to be a secret. Like, when I edit the videos and everything, the first thing I'm going to mention is all 6 members of the team. And then, obviously, the goal of the Dream Team quest is to catch those 6 members. So, you know, you'll find out everything I'm going to hunt for tomorrow. But yeah, we'll begin the hunt for the first team member straight away. Should be good. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since I played Gen 3. Actually, it hasn't been that long. The first video on this channel was like just over a year ago, and that was in Emerald. But I wasn't shiny hunting in Emerald. I just played the game with only Route 101 Pokemon. But doing some shiny hunting on Gen 3, that should be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Controversial take though, but I'm not gonna have a starter Pokemon in my Dream Team. Ooh. I think everyone always picks... Well, it's just like, it's expected that a Dream Team quest has a shiny starter Pokemon. But also because of that, you already know one of the 3 Pokemon... Well, one of the 6 Pokemon in the team is going to be. And to be honest, my dream team in Pokemon Sapphire doesn't include a starter Pokemon, so I'm not going to be hunting a starter. But we'll find out tomorrow what the first hunt is, though. Looking forward to it though. It should be a good stream. I'm making like a full new background for hunting and everything, because obviously the screen that you can see right now, the layout, that is for Route Master. So I'm making a fully fresh one. It's going to be a bit more detailed in this, because obviously the background for this one's just blue. I know I'm using Sapphire, which is also a blue game, so the theme is likely going to be blue again. But it's going to be a bit more detailed. There's going to be a bit more going on. And I kind of want to freshen up the Route Master background as well, make it a bit better. I'm tempted to just wait until I hit Gym 2 though, because then it's like another checkpoint, and then we can come back fresh after Gym 2 with a new background and stuff. So yeah, things are changing. I'm a Gen 4 stan. I want to know your opinion on this. What is the better game, Platinum or Heart Gold Soul Silver? Platinum, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I like Heart Gold Soul Silver because it's Gen 2 remakes, but also Gen 2 is probably my 3rd favourite region. It goes Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 2, Gen 5, Gen 1. I think that's my list. And then everything after 5, I don't really care about as much. So yeah, that's my ordering of the generations. 3, 4, 2, 1, 5. No, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. Will be emulating Gen 3? I will be, yeah. It's just easier. It just makes life a lot easier. So yeah, I will be. I feel like my list of generations is a controversial take though, because I've got Gen 1 as like the 5th best. That is based on game only, not Pokemon. Like, if I was ranking Pokedexes, then Gen 1 is probably number 1. But the actual game itself, yeah, probably 5th best. Oh, we're getting close to 2,000 encounters though. I would love another quick hunt. And I would love it to be Pachirisu. Chain 75? How hasn't it broken yet? That seems wild. I feel like I need proof of this chain here. You're like on world record levels here of chains. I think it's a pretty fair list. 3 and 4 alone are just solid all-rounders. Yeah, exactly. By Gen 3, they had fully figured out the battling system, the super effectiveness, all of the stats properly. The story is a lot better. The world map is a lot better. Like, the region map is a lot better. And yeah, it just continued to get better from Gen 3 onwards. Gen 1 was the building blocks, you know, it's very basic. There's not too much you can do there. Even in the remakes. Gen 2 is better. They introduced the day and night cycle, which is great. The story's still a bit weak though in Gen 2, I think. And the map, again, could be better, and they hadn't fully finished figuring out the battling system. But by Gen 3, that was all perfected, so yeah. That's why Gen 2 is like 3rd place, because it is a really solid game. And again, the Pokédex as well is great in Gen 2. Actually, to be fair, that's nostalgia talking. If you take nostalgia out of it, the Gen 2 Pokédex is maybe one of the worst ones. It really is. If you look at the Pokédex for Gen 2, it's actually really weak. Really weak. Apart from the legendaries, like, it's a very weak Pokédex. While we hunt for shinies, we could also try to track rare encounter combinations. For example, 6 Pachirisu at once should only occur 1 in 1 million times. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing that, like, when I first started doing these hunts. I worked it out, and, like, I think... I can't remember who it was. Maybe Zubat on the Route 203 one. It was like similar levels, like 1 in a million, and I was waiting to see if something like that would pop up, and then I just kind of forgot about it, but I don't think it ever did. I'm working on a shiny Ribbon Master, and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire map loading is just awful for progression compared to Gen 3. I actually, even though Gen 3 is my favourite, I skipped Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because I just thought, oh well, it's just the same game, and I like playing the originals. So I never owned Alpha Sapphire or Omega Ruby. Even though I know there is differences in the game and stuff, but I just never played it. Shiny Ribbon Master, that is tough. That is tough. Is it even possible to like max out the contest, like the Pokemon stats for every different type of contest to get every ribbon on one Pokemon? Is that possible? I'm assuming it is. I've never tried it personally, but I'm assuming it is. You just need to feed it the right berries, right? Feels like it drags. Yeah, because can't you like fly around in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Like in the sky and stuff, and just go wherever you want, and then the sky encounters. Like, that's not the Gen 3 I know. That's not the Gen 3 I know and love. I mean, a cool concept, I guess, but, you know, yeah, it's not the same. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire has proper full stats, but Gen 3 is like mostly all maxed out. Oh, okay. So it's easier on the original Gen 3 games then. What are the other encounter rates again here? Okay, so we have Pachirisu at 10%, we have Shellos at 45%, we have Shinx at 25%, and Buizel at 20%. So a decent mix. Shellos being the highest percentage at 45%, which is why I really don't want to see any more. But we have found 4 Buizels here. That's the encounter I found the most shiny, and that's only 20%. We just need to get lucky with 1 10%. Good luck. Thank you, Deadpan Pancake. Deadpan Pancake. Okay, I get it. Deadpan Pancake. That's a cool name. I love a good username. I really do. You hit 80? How? We need some proof. I want to know what the world record longest chain hunt is, because this is feeling insane that you've managed to hit 80. Most chains break before 40. Do you have Discord? I don't actually. Best way is probably on Twitter. I've got a link in my channel. I don't really post on Twitter, but if you just tweet me the picture, then I can see it. I've been at the quest for over a year now with my shiny Vaporeon named Churro. I'm almost done with that. Gen 3 4 are the roughest part. I've actually started the last one. Yeah, nice. Nice choice as well. Vaporeon. Yeah, bank closing. I know that a lot of people are annoyed at that. But I feel like there's quite an obvious reason why they're doing this, which people don't seem to be taking into account, but like, they're putting the games on the Switches now. Like, yes, obviously people have old cartridges for Game Boy games and stuff, and you won't be able to trade your Pokemon over from them soon, but surely this is a sign that they're gonna put like every Game Boy and DS game on the Switch, so then you don't need to use bank anymore, and all of the older games will just be able to use Pokemon Home instead. Like, surely that's the reason they're doing it. I don't know if they've officially said that, but like, we have Fire Red and Leaf Green on there. We're getting Gen 3 soon. The rest will follow, you would assume, because they're not gonna outrage the Pokemon fans without having a backup, you know? I feel like it's just a matter of time before every Pokemon game will be available on the Switch. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah, it's annoying, but every game is going to be on the Switch soon, definitely. Within the next year, probably. It was only a matter of time, honestly. We were lucky they held off this long. Yeah. I mean, I mentioned before, but I've never used Pokemon Bank. I never really transfer Pokemon between games, so it doesn't really affect me personally, I guess. Yeah. I just said I don't have Discord, but if you send me it on Twitter, my Twitter account's on my profile. You can just tweet me a picture there. We'll just have to see how training crossover is over time with them and how long till all support is there. Yeah, I imagine within the next year everyone will be happy and stuff again because all, if not, well, most, if not all games will be available on the Switch by then. Or they'll have been announced to be released at some point soon. And then the outrage will be over. Because there's no way they're just going to cut off like old games that people still love and adore when they can make more money from them by just re-releasing them. Definitely. Do you know what company Nintendo is? They are a very, very, very greedy company. They will re-release games to profit and make even more money. These ports that they've done for the Switch for Fire Red and Leaf Green are way overpriced when all it is an emulator with very, 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 very minor changes. And by very minor changes, I mean they've blocked out that you can put swear words as your like trainer name. And I think that's basically it. That's the only change they've made. So it's not like it's costing them money to redo the games or anything because they're not remaking the games. They're just uploading the ROMs again. So they'll do the same thing for every generation, most likely. Although I'm not sure how they're going to do the DS games because obviously they run on 2 screens. That'll be interesting. They'll figure it out though, I'm sure they will. Oh yeah, someone will definitely set up their own Pokemon Bank service. And it's easy to transfer Pokemon over from emulators anyway, so it's not like you need Bank. You know, there's other ways of doing things. Not legit ways, but it still works all the same. You can copy Pokemons and stuff. The raw glitch with the romance is fixed. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Either way, it's not like they spent like the entire time remaking the game though. They fixed a few minor bugs and then that was it. I believe you, man. I do believe you that this hunt is going on that long. I've just never seen a hunt go that long on the Poké Radar before. Not even close to that long. Imagine if you just kept resetting though and you could have had like 50 shinies of whatever Pokemon you're hunting right now. If the chain just carried on that long. I don't know what you would do with 50 shinies of the same Pokemon, but it's possible if the chain lasted that long. I am looking forward to doing the Dream Team quest tomorrow though. On Sapphire. And like I said, because my first hunt isn't going to be a starter Pokemon, I'll give you a hint for what the first Pokemon is without spoiling exactly what it is. So the first Pokemon I'm going to hunt is available as soon as you finish the tutorial stuff. So, you know, you battle your rival, you go back to the professor, you get officially handed the Pokemon, and then you're kind of free to roam. The first Pokemon I want is available from there, straight away. So it's not like I've got to progress through the game before catching my first Pokemon. My first Pokemon will be caught before I even battle another trainer. So think about where the first trainer is after you battle your rival and finish like the tutorial bit of Gen 3. You go into Route 102 to the left, and then there's a trainer pretty much straight away blocking your path. So everything before there, the Pokemon I want, is somewhere before there. Oh yeah, the radar will make the series so much easier, but I don't get it until after the Elite Four, so there's not even going to be many Pokemon I actually use the radar on. It will speed things up though, for a few hunts. I'm excited for the Gen 3 stuff though. It'll be nice to have some more background noise while working on stuff. Last Ribbon Master is a Flareon, and it's a fun shiny. Dune Eggs though, it's long. Yeah, I can imagine. You left Flareon till last? That's interesting. He's a lot of people's favourite evolution. Good luck, thank you, thank you. Did I see a phase again? Nope. This is the second phase since doing live streams. So I've live streamed 3 days in a row now. We had one phase where we got a Weasel yesterday. And then this is the second phase now, which is still ongoing, so we haven't done much. But I mean, a shiny in 2 days, it's not bad, is it? It's not bad. And we're up to 2,100 now, so we're like a quarter of the way to odds. Hey, Green, how's it going? Seems like I got a few more people join the chat now. For you guys who've just joined, I was saying tomorrow is going to be an extra special live stream. I'm going to start a bit earlier than usual. And we're doing a Pokemon Sapphire Dream Team quest. So we're not doing Route Master tomorrow. It's going to be something completely different. And this is going to be a running theme going forward. I think every Wednesday, just on Wednesdays, we'll do the Sapphire Dream Team quest. Hunting instead. So one day a week I get a break from Route Master. And can play something else. What's a shiny you're looking forward to hunting the most? On Platinum, what am I looking forward to hunting the most on Platinum? You know, you would think that's a common question or something I would have an answer to. But after spending 7 months hunting Pokemon, there's nothing that really stands out as a hunt I'm actively looking forward to doing. They all kind of just blend into one at this point. I think it will be special though when I can hunt a legendary. That'll be a good one. So which legendary comes first on Platinum? Palkia and Dialga, I guess? So one of them. That'll be a fun one. The Vaporeon was my first, as that's my favourite. Flareon has some sentimental reasons. Fat ideas was like melodic, but I was almost wrapped up with Vaporeon. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, apologies. Excited to see a team. Yeah, I mean, you'll see the full team for the Dream Team quest tomorrow. Like, it's not going to be a secret where I don't reveal the next member until, like, the next episode or whatever. You're going to know all 6 members straight from the start. Which actually, is that a good idea? Is that a good idea, or does it build suspense if I don't tell people because they want to tune in to find out what the next shiny is? That might actually be the correct play here. Leave some suspense instead of ruining the entire thing straight away. Because if I let people know all 6 instantly, then they'll think, oh, well, I know the team, I don't really care now. But if I do episode by episode, catching one each, and you don't know what's coming next, then there's a bit of suspense there, thinking, oh, I wonder who the next team member is. Yeah, maybe that's better. Maybe I won't spoil who's in the team tomorrow then. I mean, you'll know the first hunt, but you won't know the rest of the team. That makes more sense to me. I am looking forward to playing Sapphire though, because, I mean, you all know, Gen 3 is my favourite gen, but the game I played the most was Ruby, actually. Ruby was the game I had growing up. I never had Sapphire growing up, so I'm playing Gen 3 through like a different lens, I guess. Playing Sapphire instead of Ruby, which should be fun on its own. And yeah, I mean, it's got different exclusives in Sapphire as well compared to Ruby. And to be honest, I think the exclusives in Sapphire are better than the exclusives in Ruby overall. So, apart from Groudon, of course. Groudon is the guy. Groudon's the one. He's so much better than Kyogre. But, yeah. The normal Pokemon, not the legendary Pokemon. I think the normal exclusives are a lot better in Sapphire. Groudon's shiny is also infinitely times better than Kyogre's shiny. Although in a fight, Kyogre obviously wins. Like, it's not even close. He definitely just destroys, right? But I'm definitely Team Groudon. Until Rayquaza shows up like a angry parent and shoos them back to the rooms. I was actually tempted to have Rayquaza as one of the shinies in the Dream Team, but I forgot that you can't get Rayquaza on Sapphire and Ruby until after you beat the Elite Four. In Emerald you can, but in Ruby and Sapphire you can't until after the Elite Four. So I was like, well, it kind of ends after you beat the champion. I'm not going to beat the champion with like 5 of the team and then go and catch Rayquaza. So yeah, Rayquaza's not going to be part of the team. You technically obtain more Pokemon in Sapphire due to Linton having a chance of a Moonstone. Yeah, I knew that actually, yeah. It's a bit wild. You would think... Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Solrock, obviously, Sunstone, Lunatone, Moonstone. But, yeah, Moonstone does more evolutions. It is a bit wild though that some of the stones on the games you can only get 1 of or 2 of or whatever, and there's more evolutions that you can do. It's just like, well, now what am I supposed to do? I can't get the other evolutions without trading or whatever. I do like Kyogre better, to be honest, but whales are based animals. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Has anyone got any guesses for any team member I might have in my shiny dream team? I'll give you a hint. If you were in the stream yesterday, I definitely talked about one of them. I mean, the Gen 3 Pokédex is maybe my favourite Pokédex, so there's a lot of good Pokemon throughout. But, yeah. Who do you think is going to be my team? I think I mentioned yesterday anyway that if I was to do a dream team, which I am going to now, I've decided I'm definitely going to do it. My team is very unique compared to others you might have seen. I actually looked though to see when every team member can get, like when I can get them, like when's the earliest time I can get them throughout the game. And to be honest, it's worked out pretty well. Like pretty much all of them you get at different points throughout the game. Like it's not like I hit Gym 3 and then I can get like 4 of the team members all at once. Like they're spread out throughout the game, so you know, I can progress with one team member, then do a gym or so, and then get the next team member, and then do a gym or so and get the next team member. So it worked out pretty well. You guess a Sharpedo? Interesting guess. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, whether it is a team member or not. But I've got the 6. They're locked down. I know exactly what they're going to be. It won't be changing. I've got a reason for each of them as well, which will make like a good story for when I'm actually making the videos and give my reasoning between each team member and stuff. Like personal reasons why I've picked some team members and stuff, so yeah. Wingull, Seviper, Groudon, Duskull, Sableye, and maybe Walrein. Interesting list. We are doing Sapphire, so Groudon is impossible. Without trading at least, but I'm not planning on trading. Other choices, interesting. I'm looking forward to it as well, you know. It'll be nice to just play another Pokemon game. I've been playing Platinum for 7 months now and I'm only just past the first gym. Post game, I mean, my dream team... The Dream Team quest ends with the Elite Four, so everything I want I can catch before the Elite Four, so then I can beat the champion, and then that's kind of the series wrapped up there. It'll take a while though, since I'm only going to be hunting 1 day a week for the Dream Team. It'll probably take a few weeks before I get each Pokemon. But you know, the focus is still Route Master. But every time I do catch a team member, every so often, I can release a video for the Dream Team quest. There'll only be 6 episodes, because obviously 1 episode for each team member, and then beating the Elite Four. Just a nice little mini-series that I can focus on 1 day a week. Just something a bit different. It'll be interesting to see what other shinies I end up getting while hunting the team members as well. Because obviously the 6, like my dream team, are the 6 I'm going to use. But, you know, I'm definitely going to catch other shinies as we go, because I'm not going to get every shiny I want first try. I'm going to get other things that are available in the grass, definitely. So it'll be interesting. I'll end up having a team full of dragon types and Tyranitar. Interesting. Sometimes a change of pace is nice. Yeah, exactly. It'll be nice. Be a really good time. It's fun having some variety. How have you been enjoying doing YouTube on the side? Is what you thought? Yeah, man. It's good. Definitely. I enjoy doing YouTube. 4 Pachirisu at once. Yeah, 5's when it the odds start getting interesting. I think 5 is like 1 in 10,000 or something like that. Hello, Nathan is a god. Glad I'm here for a live stream finally. Yeah, man. I was just saying, if you're around tomorrow's going to be a extra special live stream, because I'm starting a Pokemon Sapphire Shiny Dream Team quest. So be sure to check that out. It's going to be different. Obviously not Rootmaster. Different series that we're going to start recording. Just one day a week. But it's going to be a reoccurring live stream on Wednesdays now. Wednesdays is going to be Dream Team Quest Day. I think the idea of different mini-series are good. Yeah, definitely. I think that's probably what I'll do now. If I am streaming more often, or even if I'm not streaming, Wednesdays going forward are probably going to be my day where I can focus on a different game. So, you know, we'll do the Sapphire Dream Team quest for however long. And then once that's done, we'll do another mini-series, and then that'll be a Wednesday as well. Because Rootmaster is always going to be the focus. It's my series, you know, it's the main series that people tune in for. So, you know, that is going to be the focus, and it's also extremely time consuming, as is anyway. But, you know, having one day a week where I can work on something else, it'll be nice. I enjoyed your tone and pace with Rootmaster. It's very easy to listen to and laid back. Currently trying to fix a 3DS for a friend. You're an easy listener and fun to chat with. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. You fixing a DS? How's that going? The only thing I kind of know the inside out of, console-wise, is GameCubes. I custom painted my GameCube that I've got, which actually you can see a picture of in my beaten Pokemon Emerald with just Route 101 Pokemon video on my channel. The first ever video on this channel. About a minute in, when I'm standing in my bedroom right at the start of the game, I mention a GameCube, and then I flash up a picture of my actual GameCube, which I custom painted. And I had to take the full GameCube apart, which, for anyone who doesn't know, the GameCube, you can't just like pop the shell off to paint it. You've got to unscrew everything on the inside of the console to take the bottom base off. You've basically got to work top down through the GameCube to get to the bottom. So I had to take every single part out of the GameCube to separate it all, just so that I could paint it properly. And then obviously I had to put it back together and make sure it still works, which I did. So I'm pretty decent with GameCubes. I know problems with them and how to fix them and where things should go. But apart from that, I've never tried with any other type of console before. I started watching since the first Rootmaster, and it gives me the good chemicals while I play Platinum. Love long videos with that 100% mindset. Yeah, nice one, man. I appreciate that. No good so far. I found a good deal on a 3DS XL for like $60, and it had some torn speaker wires. Easy solder, but it looks like the screen ribbon has been torn, so I may need a new screen. Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, I don't know. I'm assuming it's available in US, but there's places like Temu and, you know, DHgate and things like that where you can probably get like a cheap screen, which, well, a cheap version of a screen, which will work just the same. Like all these screen mods and stuff. At some point I would have probably used tape to protect everything. I do not want to paint. Hearing about that GameCube. Yeah. You definitely can, but I wanted to like paint it properly, get the insides and stuff of the shell. So I just took everything apart. It was a lot easier. Well, was it easier actually? Maybe not easier. Maybe easier is not the right word, but I got it painted fully, I guess. That's good, Hero. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's a lot of tedious work. I do photography and editing professionally, so I don't mind tedious work. Yeah, fair play. What type of editing? Like, I'm assuming photo editing. It's a shame as this was a new LED the previous owner put in, clearly without care. It's a shame. But yeah, I've been tempted myself, you know. I would love like a modded Game Boy Advance or something with a better LED screen and battery life and stuff. Like a rechargeable battery instead of just putting in actual like AA batteries each time. I would love a Game Boy Color, like a modded Game Boy Color. Or Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance, actually. Game Boy Advance would be better. Oh, 6 Shellos of death there. No good. We've done another 1,000 encounters on stream though, guys, in about 50 minutes, so pretty decent going there. How about a speedrun challenge in Pokemon? Like you have a set amount of time, like a few hours, and need to build a team that can beat as many gyms as possible. Interesting idea. Interesting. I feel like that idea might need some work, because would you have to get the team members before you attempted gyms, in which case you would need to probably use mods to get to certain areas to catch the Pokemon first, and then go back to the start while everything's still locked? Or would you go through the game with just like one team member until you can find the rest? In which case, I mean, starters are usually overpowered and can get you through the entire game alone. So it would just be catching the other team members, really. Hello from Spain. I've been watching media content in English since I was 12 and now I have my diploma. Oh, very nice, man. Very nice. Impressive. I'm so impressed by people who can speak more than one language, and I really wish I could speak Korean more than I can, because I feel like speaking multiple languages is one of the most impressive things in the world. Just being able to talk to whoever you want in their language, that'd be great. I'm just no good at learning languages, unfortunately. Video editing mostly. I do photography as well, of course, but I've been doing video work for over a decade. Documentaries, short films, local church works, but nothing crazy. Interesting. To be honest, I always find editing the most boring, annoying part of making YouTube videos. I'm not a fan of editing. It's very time consuming, and I would rather just play the game and then not have to worry about editing. Biggest project was directing a Pokemon animated series here on YouTube. 4 years of work in animation, writing original soundtrack, all that. Wow. Okay, that's more than editing if you're animating and writing an original soundtrack. That's a lot more than just editing. Just to brainstorm. Yeah. It's these type of things, you know, like I take in all ideas and I try and figure out a way to like make them unique and stand out and stuff. Like, I was literally talking to a friend today about the Dream Team quest and thinking I could try and make it like a Road to Glory. Like, I don't know if you've seen Road to Glories in other games before, like FIFA or Call of Duty, where the aim is to basically like get to the highest level, like in Call of Duty, for example, or in FIFA it's like make the best team. That sort of thing. So I was thinking, how could I do a Road to Glory in Pokemon? And I was thinking, make it a Dream Team quest. So, you know, I've got to catch my Dream Team, but then also have extra challenges that you've got to do as well. Like, complete the Pokedex, maybe get max money, get a Pokemon to level 100, I don't know, get to level 50 in the Battle Tower, complete the trainer card, like get all 4 stars on the trainer card, that sort of thing. That's a Road to Glory. but that is a massive extra amount of time that you would need to do. And I just don't know if I can commit to that. And I also don't know if that's a good enough idea that people would be that interested in compared to just like a normal Dream Team quest or whatever. Like, obviously it's a bit different, but like, is it unique and good enough of an idea for people to really care that much? I don't know. I still really like that guy's videos that I mentioned like 2 streams ago now. The one if you search like beating Pokemon, but I'm trapped on Iron Island, that sort of thing, where you're just trapped to an area. You finish the area that you're trapped in. You can only catch Pokemon from that area, and then you beat the champion. Like, it's such an easy concept, and I can't believe more people haven't thought of it before, because it's something that you could do in like a day or two if you just grinded. You know, get stuck in an area, catch Pokemon in that area, not even shinies, just catch normal Pokemon, level them up, and then beat the champion with just that team. It's such an easy concept. And the guy, he's only released 3 videos, and they've all got like over 100,000 views each. One of them has over 500,000 views, and it's a brand new channel, and it's like, wow. He has so many views on such a simple concept, really. And that's what I need. I need something like that. I need a concept like that. Might sound weird, but my initial motivation to learn even more English outside school was because a lot of games don't get translated to Spanish. We'll get the PAL version in English. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, I am English, so I'm a bit biased, but I think it's also the truth that English is the most used language. The most important language probably isn't the best word, isn't the right word to use, but it's like the one used in business the most. It's the one where when countries are trying to communicate with each other, even non-speaking English countries, like let's say for example Spain and Germany, if they were to connect with each other and they needed a language that they could both speak in, they would pick English to like communicate with between each other instead of relying on one nation's language. They would pick a neutral language, which would be English. I've seen those videos recommended to me. I've been meaning to watch them. Yeah, I've watched them. They're good videos. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him. The edits that he's got are really good. The concept is simple but effective, and he's raking in the views because of it. Decent videos, but the concept itself, such a simple idea. Just stay in one area, catch the Pokemon there, and then beat the champion. So easy. Such an easy, simple idea. You could make a video in a day or two doing that. Man, I need something like that. Something that, such an easy idea, people can grasp straight away, and people will flock to it. We're in a really neat area of YouTube where new channels come out of nowhere with intent and high quality content. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Which is crazy, especially for Pokemon, because it feels like everything that can be done in Pokemon games has been done now. Like, trying to think of something unique in a Pokemon game feels impossible, but yet that guy did, with such an easy idea. It's like, I can't believe someone hasn't thought of doing that before. So I'm sure there is probably an idea like that, which is why I constantly try and think of ideas, because it's like, if I can just figure out the right idea, something simple just like that, where somehow it's went under the radar and no one's thought of doing it before, but yet it's so easy to do and people will flock to it. That's what I need. That's what That's what I'm constantly thriving to find. It's always interesting to see concepts taken from other games translated to Pokemon. Like, I remember seeing those, can I beat the game from X in Skyrim and Fallout? Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. And then vice versa, you get things like the Nuzlocke put in other games. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. I mean, that's where Root Master came from. Root Master came from RuneScape videos, which also I'm a massive fan of RuneScape. I haven't played it in a while, but I have played RuneScape a lot. And I watch Root Master videos on RuneScape. I just... like, the idea never came across my mind that it would be something that you could do in Pokemon. But obviously you can. So there'll be other games out there that have ideas that people just haven't translated to Pokemon yet. And maybe that's something I need to find. Maybe. Also, I'm not going to lie, tomorrow with the Dream Team quest, it's going to be fun to play a game in English again. I'm actually going to be able to read things properly. After the hunt my buddy and I are doing before bank, we have a challenge race in mind with points and rules. We're excited and have started some recording already. Oh, very nice. I'm assuming a unique idea, or is this just something you've seen someone else do and then you're going to try it as well? I just learned that scientists found a new colour last year. How? Is that even possible? I thought all colours that can be seen by human eye are already known about. Like, you've got the colour wheel, which kind of has every colour, you know? It's not like you can just pull out a new colour. How does that work? It's called Olo? Olo? Interesting. I was about to say the stupidest thing ever there, but I was about to say, what colour is it? Obviously, yeah, you're not exactly going to turn around and say, oh yeah, it's like a green colour. Well, no. That's not a new colour then, is it? Oh, stupid brain. I'm the person that stops to do every silly side quest in ES/Fallout before fully tackling the main quest, just like the Potato Thief one in Oblivion. I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. I always do all of the side quests before continuing. I guess it's like Magenta, where we know it exists, but as humans we can't see it. Maybe a bad example with Magenta there, because we can definitely see Magenta, but I understand I understand what you're trying to say. So you know how our eyes have 3 different types of cone cells? Not really. I was never great at science, but go ahead. They managed to activate only one, which is impossible without natural light, as the sensitivity of those cells overlap. Okay. Interesting. But then, I mean, since we as humans can see every colour with our eyes, how can you see a new colour? Like, how is that possible? What would change in the world? Like, is it like air? Like, can you see the colour of air or something? Because I can't imagine, like, oh yeah, we'll just paint this wall Olo or whatever. Because, like, how? We can see every colour already. We can't just paint something a new colour. So how, like, it must be something that we can't see. And the only thing we can't physically see is air itself. So I imagine this new colour is like the colour of air. Because what else could it be? It's entirely unique shiny race, but depending on locations, catch rate, and how you obtain it, you get points. All have to be shiny, deathless run, get all needed points and beat the before. Okay, very nice, very nice. I'm almost certain you can't see magenta. I'm pretty sure you can see magenta. I'm almost certain you can see magenta. Do you use specialized tools to see those colors? I think you can train your eyes to distinguish between hues. Like if I googled the word magenta right now, I'm pretty sure it would come back with a color that I can see. Color is and was only ever an interpretation by our nervous system. You know what really freaks me out? Because there is literally no proof either way. But how is what I perceive as red the same color as what everyone else sees? You know? Like everyone might look at like a book, for example, that is red and see a different color. But everyone agrees, okay, that is red. You know? Like, is my red the same red as everyone else's red? Like, when I'm seeing skin tones, are people seeing, like... They see the same... Like, they call it the same thing, but are they actually seeing, like, green or blue or something? I don't know. Giving our brain a stimulus that no one ever received, you get a new colour, a new sensation. Interesting. Yeah, science was never one of the subjects I was good at school. I was really good at maths. Yes, we say maths in England, not just math. We say maths with an S. I was good at maths. I was really good at English language, which is, I mean, it's not speaking English, but it's like writing English. I was very good at creating my own stories, that sort of thing, like writing. What else was I good at? Those were the main two, to be honest. IT, I was good at IT. When it comes to seeing colours, there are certain shrimp that have the largest visible colour spectrum. So when it comes to new colours, it's more miniature changes to the shade, tone / hue. Yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I get it. I don't know what a new colour, how that works. Like, what are you seeing? Because if you're just saying you're looking at something and someone can see like a different shade of hue or whatever, well, I'll just say, oh, well, that's rubbish then, because I just see this colour as like blue. And I say, oh, well, you can see a slightly different hue here? Okay, well, that's not that impressive, I guess. So it just looks blue to me. I want to be blown, like, I want my mind to be blown with a fully new colour that I can't even comprehend. I had a classmate with colour blindness and I only figured it out during art class. I pulled out a box of 80 plus markers and he asked why I had 20 markers of the same colour. They were red and blue. Yeah. I'm sure my mom has like some form of colour blindness. Like between yellows and greens, she struggles a little bit. I think that's a common one though. Like, well, she's not saying like the sun is green or whatever, but like, you know, when you look at a tennis ball and some people are like, oh, that tennis ball is yellow or that tennis ball is green. I think that's like the common test. What colour is a tennis ball? That sort of thing. It is impressive if the hue you can't recognize belongs to a predator that's about to eat you. Then, yeah, exactly. If there's a predator that is a colour that I can't comprehend, is it just invisible to me? Like, imagine there's this massive monster right in front of you that's a colour that you can't comprehend. Is it just invisible? Like, can you not see it? It's just an invisible monster? I guess so. Natural selection, yeah. Almost to 3,000 encounters, guys. Which means in just over an hour, we've done almost 1,500 encounters. Is there a reason why you have matchup in front? Yeah, it speeds up encounters. Each matchup has the ability No Guard, which just speeds up encounters, which means I'm just not running around in the grass for as long. Like, for example, instead of an encounter taking 10 seconds of running around in the grass, it could take 5 seconds because it's sped up, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's why I've got matchup in the front. The shiny matchup I call it is actually, it actually has No Guard as well. But because it's shiny, it plays the sparkle animation each time it's sent out, which takes more time as well, which is why I just got a bunch of normal matchup in the front. Surely, like with color blindness, we'd still see it, just not the right color. Surely it would still cast a shadow as light can't pass through it. Yeah, that's what I imagine. I would imagine that. But I don't know. There's more envisioning this as camouflage, but if you go to the direction of there is only this one object, then you would still recognize the shape and shadows. Yeah. Like, what's it called? Harry Potter's Cloak of Invisibility. What color is that? Olo color. It's still there. You just can't see it. Your brain will assign something you can recognize even if parts are not recognizable. Yeah. Speaking of Harry Potter, the series should be releasing soon, right? Like that was mentioned ages ago now that they were creating a series of it, but surely like the first season has to be released sometime soon. I'm sure I've seen like a few days ago that they've started filming season 2, so where's season 1? When's that coming out? I am curious. Obviously I grew up on Harry Potter. I'm English. It happens. But you know, it's a massive thing anyway. I've seen all the films, I've read all the books. Like, I was a kid growing up, I read the Harry Potter books. Seen the films as they were being released. Read the books as they were released as well, to be fair. I'll watch the series. Apparently women can distinguish between more hues than men because in the past they used to do gathering and that requires to have a keen eye to spot unripe fruit or poisonous stuff. It wouldn't surprise me. Missed the last stream, glad to make this one. Nice one, King Coffee. Glad you're here. In the end, it's just training, yeah. I'm gonna have to make a new thumbnail for the Dream Team quest, since we'll be doing it live tomorrow. I've had an idea for a thumbnail for the Dream Team quest for a long time, like a really nice thumbnail, but because of what we discussed earlier in the stream, I don't think it's a good idea to say what each team member is yet, so that kind of ruins the thumbnail idea I had, because I wanted to show like the full team. I mean, I can use it for the final episode, I guess, but now I need to think of like something else I can use for each like team member that we catch. I think it's more that the gene that colour blindness is on is linked to the X chromosome, so women are often carriers of it without being affected. Bellotti, welcome back. Glad you managed to catch some of the stream. Yeah, I mean, you haven't missed much. I'll mention it again now. More people are joining and stuff, but tomorrow is going to be an extra special stream. We are going to be doing a Pokemon Sapphire Shiny Dream Team quest. This is going to be a new series, separate from the Route Master, which I'll be doing one time each week, every Wednesday only. So the main focus is still going to be Route Master, and that's going to be what I continue grinding on, obviously. But one day a week on Wednesdays, I get to chill and play something else. And we're going to start a Shiny Dream Team quest on Pokemon Sapphire. So tomorrow we'll be beginning that. And we'll be hunting for the first member of the Dream Team. So it should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Colour blindness is more prevalent in men, so it's likely the same case as with hemophilia. It's a faulty X chromosome. I'm realising that this has been a very scientific chat for the last, 30 minutes. Oh, man. I'm almost glad we haven't found a shiny in that time, because it's going to be hard to pivot in the live commentary when I edit the videos if I'm in the middle of talking about colour blindness and all that stuff, to then be like, oh, shiny Pachirisu, finally. And then people are like, what the hell is he talking about? Why is he talking about colour blindness and X chromosomes and all that stuff? What's a Dream Team quest? Basically, I'll be playing Pokemon Sapphire, and I am hunting the 6 Dream Team members. My personal favourite 6 Pokemon from the generation, which all have a reason to be picked. And we just have to beat the game with that Dream Team. If you've never seen one before, there's so many Dream Team quests on YouTube. You can search one and you'll quickly get the idea, but that's the basic gist of it, is that I'll be hunting my personal Dream Team in Pokemon Sapphire and beating the game with it. Silly idea, shinies of Pokemon that have the first letter starting with Dream Team. Interesting. And it's like the thing we were saying yesterday about catching all of the unknowns that spell out shiny. Even sillier idea, a team of shiny unknowns that spell dreams. Oh god, okay, well there we go then. Mixing the unknowns and the dream team together. This Pachirisu will be so smart, it really will, if it's been listening to this conversation the whole time. Petition to name the Pachirisu Olo. Ah, man. This is an educational channel now. It will be funny to nickname the Pachirisu Olo, but we haven't nicknamed any Pokemon in this series, which is kind of like the opposite of what people do in Dream Teams and shiny hunting in general. Usually everyone nicknames their shiny Pokemon to make it more prevalent and, you know, have like a connection to it. But my full reasoning for not nicknaming any Pokemon is the fact that, well, I want to learn Korean, and I want to know the names of the Pokemon in Korean. So the more I see the names, the more I get used to the names, and the more I learn Korean. So that's the only reason why I'm not nicknaming Pokemon in this series. But for the Dream Team quest, I will be nicknaming Pokemon. Because there's only going to be 6, and, well, 6 for the team. But like I said, I'm likely going to be able to catch more shinies as we're hunting for the team members. But the main team will all be nicknamed. I haven't actually thought of nicknames yet, but I guess since we're going to be live streaming the names can be based on things we're talking about at the time or things that make sense for the Pokemon. We can talk about how shiny Pokemon will be a genetic mutation. That way when the squirrel does appear it makes sense. Yeah. That's true, we could. Answer this. How will Korean Pokemon names help you in everyday Korean life? You can name them after everyday life things to learn even more Korean. I mean, you've got a point. You have a very strong argument there. I'll give you that much. Yeah, I don't have an answer to that. I really don't. I want to know the Korean names of Pokemon though. When I go card hunting in Korea, I can just be like, oh, do you have Longstone? And then the guy behind the counter will be like, oh, Longstone, I know who that is. And people in the chat, if you were around, was it yesterday or the day before, you'll already know who Longstone is. If you've seen like episode 6 or 7 of the series, then you'll also know who Longstone is. It's my favourite Korean Pokemon name. For the Dream Team quest, will it be multi-hunting like this, or will it be one game? I will be multi-hunting. Just because it does speed things up, and my aim isn't to struggle on one account forever. My aim is to just be able to release videos quickly. So yeah, I will be multi-hunting. What did you just say? Longstone! The best Korean Pokemon. Longstone. Oh man, someone's gonna have to Google who is Longstone Pokemon in Korean. I mean, the clue's in the name. You should be able to work out which Pokemon is called Longstone. Not that, the episode number? Oh no, don't say episode. Is it because I said episode 6, maybe 7? 6, 7. Come on now, come on. There we go, got it in 1. Onyx. Yeah, Onyx is called Longstone in Korean. Oh no! I'm talking about Longstone and we got a shiny. You know what? I would love a shiny Onyx instead of a shiny Shellos right now. But there we go. There we go. It's another Shellos. I mean, it was expected. It was expected, you know. It is the highest encounter rate of 45%. So we caught, well, we have found another shiny in 3,234 encounters. It's another short hunt. It's shorter than the last one. But it's still not the Pachirisu. Alright, let's go full screen. Guys, we did it. We did it. That's 2 shinies in 2 days. That's pretty good going. 2 short hunts. There we go, full screen. Longstone the Shells. Yeah, imagine. Shellos is called Gapchilmore. But my wife has christened it. It is now just known as a radish. If you've seen the last episode, you'll understand why. Anyway, so there we go. We're in full screen. This is our 4th Shellos in the Valley Windworks, and this is on account. Actually, what account is this? This is account 6. All right, one of the 2 accounts that hasn't caught a shiny in the Valley Windworks. So we're ticking that off. We have, what do we have in here? Nothing that can really attack a Shellos. Can we do a low kick? We are 6 levels higher. Will a low kick kill a Shellos in one hit? I think I've got to risk it, you know. I've caught 3 Shellos. Do I really care if I kill this one by accident? Not really. Let's go. Kick it in the face, matchup. Kick it in the face. Get your mud sport out the way first. Now kick it in the face. Oh, that didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I thought it would. Okay, we can do one more. As long as it's not a critical, then we're fine. And then we can start throwing balls. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. Right. We have so many different types of balls on this account. We've got the heal ball, which we failed getting a Shellos in previously. I think we only had a heal ball on 2 accounts, and we wasted the other one trying to catch Shellos, and it broke out. It feels like the perfect colour combination for Shellos though, right? But also, I already have a Shellos on account number 1, so I don't need to transfer over a Shellos to the main account. So do I want to waste it? It could be cool to catch a Pachirisu in a pink ball, to be fair. So yeah, I think we're just going to stick with Pokeballs for it. One, 2, and a 3, and just like that, Shellos. The 4th one is mine. There we go. Alright, well, with that, another Shellos has been caught. Let's go to the PC and find out what nature it has. I bet you can't wait to have something that can status a false swipe. Yeah, definitely. Cannot wait. That'll make things so much easier. Hope for Pachirisu on account 6. Yeah, me too. Let's do one check of Drifloon. See if we get a shiny. Imagine. No. Still no. Alright, let's get away from there then. Alright, nature guesses, guys. Let's get your nature predictions in. Let's see. Oh, we have a Shellos on this account. Okay, never mind. I thought we didn't. We do. And that one's higher level as well. Sangup. Hold on, I need to check what this nature is. I recognise the name. We've definitely had the nature before. I just can't remember what nature Sangup is. Let me see. Let me get my chart up of Korean natures. Sangup, where is it? Also want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. I'm pretty sure it is Sangup. It is Sangup. Alright, guesses are in, guys. Are you ready? Alright, so we have Sangup nature on this Shellos, which is Hasty nature, which increases speed by 10% and decreases defense by 10%. Which is pretty useless on a Shellos because Shellos is not known for being fast anyway. And defense, it's also not great at normal defense, or this one isn't at least anyway. The other Shellos we have on this account is better. But yeah, this is just not really a good Shellos, you know. The stats are kind of all over the place. Shellos is known to be more defensive, I guess. This one not so much. So yeah, not a great nature, but there we go. And I didn't even realise we had a Shellos already on this account, so yeah, we just got 2 now. Oh well, we go back to hunting. On to phase 12 now of the Valley Windworks. Alright, well, that is it for the live commentary section, which will be in the video. But guys, no one guessed hasty nature. Alright, so let's save that. Hoothoot will be available in the forest, and it is a good catcher. Is it? I didn't think that Hoothoot is available in the forest. It's the fastest Shellos. It could be, to be fair. The irony of a hasty slug. Yeah. I love that in Gen 1 Pokemon names in Japanese were either a pun or an English word written in Japanese. Then in Spanish it's the same name as in English, only the pronunciation may change. How would you have guessed hasty for a slug? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alright guys, well, because of that, we need to reset up everything with the 6 screens and start another hunt, so I'll take a minute. We're still here though, we're still talking. I just need to reset things again. So let's reopen all of the games and reset the timer, and we go again. But yeah, Hunt 11 is complete. We found another shiny on stream, but just not the one that we want. Okay, let's get all these screens matching with the right games again. Need to slowly open them one at a time. There's 3. And account 4 is there. And account 5. Let's put this here. Like that. And then finally account 6. Oh, there we go, and put that right there, and then reset the counter back to 0, and alright, we're good to go again, just like that. The squirrel is quite elusive, it really is. The Shellos did really say I'm speed, yeah. I've been watching since the start of Route Master, and I have to say I really love it, and I want to thank you for your comment. Oh, I really appreciate that comment, man. Thank you. Well, we go again, guys. We're on to phase 13 now. No, we're on phase 12 now. Yeah, that last one was phase 11. So, yeah, we're starting phase 12. Starting fresh again, back at 0. Maybe this phase is the phase that we get Pachirisu. It's got to be some point, right? The record for most amount of phases in one area was 14. So we're getting close. We're getting close. And that was for the Route 203 video where we needed Abra and Zubat. And then they came in phases 13 and 14 back to back. So we're close to the record now, but we only need one Pachirisu. At some point, we have to hunt Pokemon that are 10 times more elusive. Yeah, exactly. I'm not looking forward to it too much, if I'm honest. I think there's a workaround for almost all low encounter Pokemon to boost their encounter rates. But right now with this Pachirisu, there's not really much I can do. I can use a repel trick, but that doesn't really boost it up much, and the encounter rate is a lot slower, so it doesn't really change things. If anything, it makes it slower overall. So, yeah, it's just better to continue hunting the way I am at 10% chance. But for all low encounters going forward, there is usually some method to boost it. Like, for example, the Ghastly in Eterna Forest, which will be the episode after this one. It's usually only 4% chance, but you can boost it all the way to 50%. So I will definitely be doing that, because I do not really want to do a 4% hunt. But 50%, yeah, easy. Do we have 1% encounters like in Johto's Dark Cave? There likely is some 1% encounter chances, but like I said, you can boost them to make it a lot easier, so I will definitely be doing that. What were the logistics for getting a static Pokemon? I cannot get a static Pokemon until the Trophy Garden. That is the earliest place I can get a Pokemon with static, so yeah, I can't use static for this Pachirisu, unfortunately. Repel only removes things from the pool and likely boosts Shellos even more. Yeah, it does. But it does boost Pachirisu up to, like, I think 16%? I mean, it's been like 2 months since I checked it. But the percentage increase just wasn't worth the extra time it would take to do the repel trick. So yeah, it's not really worth it. An extra 6% doesn't make much difference for this hunt. Although a 6% increase on like a 1% encounter rate Pokemon is a massive deal, so it all depends really. But going from 10 to 16%, when the time it takes to do the repel trick, the slower encounters overall and that sort of thing, it's not worth it. But we continue. We continue. We've still never had a encounter under 100 yet. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen again. What is our actual lowest encounter though? Let me have a quick look. I'm going to have a quick check. Let's see. What is our overall lowest encounter that we've had? I think it might be the Onyx at 264. What else has been low? We had Shinx in the last episode, which is 1,692. The Onyx, which is 264. We had a Bidoof at 672. And a Starly at 1,080. And another Bidoof at 1,512. Yeah, those are our lowest encounters so far in the series. Also, you don't have unlimited money right now. Really, right? Which makes repels tricky. Yeah, I don't have unlimited money. I have the money I'm able to get in the game so far, which isn't too much. Actually, I can have a look at the trainer card. Let's see. Each account will be slightly different, I think. Yeah, so you can see here, account 1 has 7,226, account 2, 8,826, account 3, 9,922, 11,842, 11,472, and 7,372. So each account has slightly different numbers of money. But not too much on any account overall, really. Account 1 being the lowest is quite funny, though. That's because of all the times I lost to the first gym when we did the gym episode. I had to pay out Roar quite a lot of money. Whereas every single other account, when I didn't record them, I just beat the gym, I did them all first try. But on the one account, which has every shiny I've caught on, I lost like 3 times, was it, before I won? Yeah, not ideal. We had 2 encounters on account 6 after the Shellos. Gotta add that to the counter. Yeah, I'm not counting those. I'm not counting those. They were unofficial hunt encounters. It's like when I go through a route and I'm battling trainers and walking through the grass to get to trainers and stuff, I don't count those encounters. Although, I mean, they are all encounters, but I don't count them, I guess. Alright, predictions again then, guys. We're starting another hunt. How long is this one going to take? The last two were 4,600, and then whatever this one just was, 3,400, was it? If there was a shiny, would he have just walked away? No, definitely not. I would have shown it on recording and just put it down as like one encounter or something. I don't even know. I don't even know what I would have done. I guess I would have went back through the footage to see how many encounters I had just on the route to that point, which would probably be like less than 10, I guess. And then say that's how many encounters it was. But I mean, that's so unlikely to happen that I'll just randomly find a Pokemon shiny anyway when I'm not hunting. Like when I'm just walking to the Pokemon Center or going through a route or whatever. So I'm not really too worried about it. But I guess there's always a chance. I just turned off my Xbox after hours of playing Oblivion Remaster, and I swear that after months of playing several hours, I get sleeper agent activation when I hear the city guard's voice. Oh man, I loved Oblivion as well. It's one of the games on Xbox that I got every achievement for. Although I hated Skyrim. I couldn't stand Skyrim. I just don't think it's a good game. Oblivion though, top tier. People are the opposite though. Most people love it was so annoying when Skyrim first came out and everyone loved it so much, and I was just there like, I really don't like this. You couldn't go anywhere without people saying Fusroda, and I was just like, ugh. Give me Oblivion any day of the week. I used to be one of those guys though. Like I was a proper achievement hunter on Xbox, especially as a teenager. So we had a Blockbuster that was like 5 minutes away from where I lived, like a 5-minute walk away, and every weekend I would go to Blockbuster and rent a game for the week. And it was like £5 to rent a game for a week, and you could get brand new releases as well. So every weekend I would rent a game, complete it, get all the achievements, and then just take it back and get another game. And I would purposely like buy these like rubbish little titles that had quick achievements and stuff, and just play the games, get all the achievements, and then get another game. So I would do that every weekend, and yeah, my gamer score was pretty high. With the amount of encounters you're racking up in this challenge, there is a lot of stuff that will be common to happen at least once. It's true. It's true. Like, for example, in episode 2, we caught the Bidoof with Pokerus, which I actually calculated not too long ago, because I was like, what is actually the chance I find a Bidoof with Pokerus? And it's actually insane odds, like 1 in 100 million odds that I found the Bidoof with Pokerus. Like, insanely crazy, massively high odds that the Bidoof I caught in episode 2 had Pokerus. And at the time, I didn't even realize it was such a big deal. I was like, oh, cool, this shiny Bidoof has Pokerus. But yeah, it's insane odds, like lottery winning number odds, that the Bidoof I have has Pokerus. So that just makes me sad, because it's like, oh, I could have won the lottery with those odds, but instead I'm stuck with a Bidoof. I'm still waiting for Sky Oblivion. Kinda hated Bethesda to release the remake so close to the planned release of Sky Oblivion. I don't even know what that is. Is it a remake of Oblivion and Skyrim? Is it a mix? I've never even heard of that. Valandreth's line of "the gods are coming for you" after you just roasted your character never fails to crack me up. It's been such a long time since I played Oblivion, I can't even remember. I do have every achievement for it though. I'm just looking forward to the eventual Tony Hawk Underground remaster. Or remake, because that's got to be next, right? Like, they did the remake of 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. Underground is the best Tony Hawk game, and I was a Tony Hawk kid. I had all of them growing up on the original PlayStation 1. It was basically all I played for a long time was Tony Hawk games. And Oblivion is not Oblivion, Underground is by far the best Tony Hawk game. So if they remake that, since that would be next if they're remaking them all in order, then yeah, I cannot wait. I will be getting that on release day. The Dark Elf dude in the cell across from you. Ah, okay, right at the very start of the game. Yes, yes. I get it. Dark Elves are always my character of choice, actually. I don't know why, I just like the Dark Elves. I liked picking that class. I like the, see, I mean, it's been so long, I can't even remember the race names, but the one that looks like a tiger, I guess, or a cat, big cat type thing. I like them as well. But the Dark Elves are always, like, my go-to most of the time. Glad to see you still going, Hero. Yours is one of the few YouTube series I make time for these days. I pray you find the pink rat soon. Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, if you've only just joined, you've just missed me getting an encounter there about 10 minutes ago. We just found another shiny Shellos. Spoiler alert for the next episode. Khajiit, yes, of course, Khajiit. But yeah, we're still looking for the Pachirisu. It's got to come at some point. This is phase 12 now. We're over odds. We're probably on like 90,000-ish altogether. The odds for Pachirisu obviously being 81,920. So we're like almost 10,000 encounters over odds. But yeah. Yeah, Khajiits. They were cool as well. They were my second choice after the Dark Elves. I've just got a Steam notification. My wife is upstairs and she's just started playing Thief Simulator 2. Thief Simulator 2? Was Thief Simulator 1 such a good game that they had to make a second one? She's got an interesting choice of games that she plays. Like, she loves Phasmophobia and things like that, and I'm not really into horror games. I love horror films, but I don't really care for horror games. But she loves, like, Phasmophobia and things like that. But she's playing Thief Simulator 2 right now. I've got a feeling though that this hunt is going to be closer to odds. We've had 2 low odd hunts in a row now, with 4,500 or 4,600, and then 3,400 was the one we've just done, I think. So I think we'll probably be close at like that 8,000 mark this time. I also always like the lore. Most of the races in Elder Scrolls have the same ancestors. That's also why they carry the common Mer in their names. Yeah. They found new ways to steal. It's true. They must have. What was the other game that she was playing not too long ago? It was like we really don't play the same type of games. We're both gamers, but we don't play the same type of games. It was like Deep Sea Diver Dave or Diver Dave or something like that. I remember the main guy's name is Dave, and he's a deep sea diver. And I'm pretty sure that was the name of the game. She was playing that. Diver Dave? Dave the Diver? Dave the Deep Sea Diver? Something like that? I don't know. Someone in the chat probably knows or has heard of the game. She was playing that not too long ago. Dave the Diver, yes. I think I probably said that just then, didn't I? Yeah, I guess I'll just stick to Pokemon games. But I am playing Black Ops 2 at the minute, occasionally. I mean, that's why the last episode took a while, because I took like a 2-week break and I was playing Black Ops 2 a lot. I was still hunting, but nowhere near as much as I usually do for those like first 2 weeks I was playing Black Ops 2. But now I've played it like once in the past week or so. And it's just like, yeah, I'm kind of like over it a bit now. Like the nostalgia was fun. Obviously when it first got released, I was like, oh my god, Black Ops 2, it's like one of the better Call of Duty games. Played it a lot, like a lot. And now it's like, yeah, the nostalgia's kind of, I've had that nostalgia hit. I'm kind of good now. I'm kind of over it again. Although I'll admit, if it was Modern Warfare 2 getting a port to the PS5, I would still be going, guys. You wouldn't have seen this Rootmaster episode yet. I would still be going. By far the best Call of Duty in my opinion. Modern Warfare 2. But I guess, oh man, the new FIFA comes out soon, FC 27. That'll be released soonish. And I'll admit, guys, I get the new FIFA game every year. And for the first like 2 to 3 months, I'm all over it. I'm all over it, guys. So the hunts might slow down a bit. Just for Ultimate Team. I basically just play Ultimate Team in FIFA. I really wish though that they would, like, because in career mode in FIFA you can create your own team. I really wish they would let you create your own league, because I would love to make like a full league of created teams and then, you know, just play with that instead. But yeah, you can only make one team and then put it into a league of your choice, which is fine, I guess. But I would love to make a full league of custom teams. Unfortunately, it's not possible. Just imagine just having like a full Sunday league team. A Sunday league in FIFA. Like underneath the the 4th tier that you can get currently in FIFA games. Like you've got the Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2. So imagine you could create your own league that is under that, which is like a Sunday league team. Never understood the appeal of FIFA. Is it like fantasy football? Ultimate Team, like the game mode, Ultimate Team, which is by far the most popular game mode because microtransactions and packs and stuff. But basically you just build your own Ultimate Team, I guess. You open packs, you get players, like obviously real players from around the world, and you build your like Ultimate Team. Yeah, I like it. I get engrossed. And since they added like evolutions, like you can evolve players to have better stats and stuff, it makes it so much easier to like make your own Ultimate Team. Instead of just relying on players that you want, you can make players who are like usually bad into really good players, and then you open to more options. So your favorite players who might be bad in game, you can make them really good to compete with like some of the best players. I just came here to say hi and good luck on streaming. I see some people tuned in. Hope you're doing great. I really am. Thank you. Thank you. You just missed a shiny, unfortunately. About 15 minutes ago or so. We just caught a shiny Shellos. So we're on to phase 3 now, since the last episode was released. But yeah, still no Pachirisu yet. It kinda is like gacha. Yeah, it is. This hunt has made me realise that only pokes were static in this game with Elekid and Pikachu lines. Yeah, which you don't get for, well, a long time. Which is why the trophy garden is the first place that you get a Pokemon that's static. Which is a lot further in the game than here. So yeah, no help for me with static. Pokemon has a special place in my heart. I was diagnosed with a severe case of pneumonia that almost ended my life at 6. Oh wow. My sister gave me her DS with Diamond. Beat the game the same day I was discharged. Oh, very nice. Well, glad you recovered and everything went well. And yeah, nice memory there as well, beating the game on the day you got discharged. A double good memory. Getting discharged and beating Pokemon on the same day. But which one's a better thing that happened? I mean, yeah. Obviously the discharge. Yeah, a game I used to be obsessed with, guys, which you'll never guess. You will never guess the game. But it was Dragon Ball Legends for the mobile. Well, it's a mobile app. I was obsessed with Dragon Ball Legends. Because I'm a massive Dragon Ball fan. I used to actually have a Dragon Ball podcast, believe it or not. But yeah, I had Dragon Ball Legends from like the day it was released pretty much. And I played it daily for 5 years. Until it got to the point where I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Which is probably going to be the case with this Ripmaster. In 5 years' time, I'm going to be like, why am I still doing this? But yeah, I played Dragon Ball Legends daily for years. I was like, yeah, one of the... Unfortunately, I never recorded or mentioned my account or anything, but I had like one of the highest level accounts possible for the time. Comparing it, like I was higher than basically every YouTuber who uploaded videos on the game. I had like all of the units, all that stuff, and that's just a gacha mobile game. But yeah, played that for years, and then I had to stop for my own sanity. And that was only like 2 years ago that I stopped or something. And well, probably closer to 3 years now, actually. And I still see occasional videos of the game, and it's still basically the same as it was back then when I was playing. And I'm like, oh wow, I could have still been wasting my life on this. Yeah, any Dragon Ball fans in the chat? I've actually got a Dragon Ball tattoo. Oh, actually, you guys won't even know this, but I've actually got quite a lot of tattoos. I've got like a full dragon leg sleeve. I've got a full space right arm sleeve. I've got a tattoo on my left arm. I've got a chest tattoo. I've got a paw print tattoo for my dog on my right leg as well. I've got quite a few tattoos. But yeah, I've got a Dragon Ball, like that. The Dragon Ball tattoo is the one on my chest. I just watched Dragon Ball Z and Super like a year ago. It really is some kind of pioneer in anime. Yeah, I mean, Goku is undeniably the most well-known anime character of all time, right? Like, people can argue One Piece and all that stuff, but if you show a picture of Goku to someone who doesn't know anime, they'll be like, oh, that's Goku, right? Whereas if you showed like Monkey D. Luffy or whoever else, a main character from a different anime, they'll be like, not sure who that is. Goku is by far the most recognizable anime character of all time. And it's not like I'm not an anime guy. I'm really not. But I am a Dragon Ball guy. I've watched every Dragon Ball thing possible. I can't wait for more of the anime to be released. Still hasn't even been announced yet, but they've got like the manga and stuff, which is, well, it's been further along from the anime for too long really. I can't even remember when Dragon Ball Super was released now. It was that long ago. There hasn't been new Dragon Ball content in quite a while. Dragon Ball Superhero, was that the last thing? I think so. Pretty sure. And that was probably like, what, 5 years ago now or something? Yeah, I'm kind of starved on Dragon Ball content. I wish there was something new. You can show them Bardock, Goku Black, or Raditz, and they might guess Goku as well. Exactly, that's how recognizable Goku is. Goku is so recognizable that you can show a different character from Dragon Ball and they would still think it's Goku. That's how well known Goku is. That it doesn't even have to be Goku for people to guess Goku because Goku is that well known. You seem to be the all-in guy. I am very all-in on things that I like. Definitely. My first anime was Naruto, but Dragon Ball aired on regular TV during late nights, so even though I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball, I've watched some of it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. If there is something that got your attention, then there is no coming back. It's very true. It's very true. I'm actually on a wait list to see if I've got ADHD because I definitely think I do. But in the UK, when you go for an appointment to say, I think I might have ADHD, they put you on a wait list and then you wait for like 3 years. And I get a text on my phone like every 6 months saying, oh, you're still on the wait list. And it's been close to 3 years now, to be fair. So maybe I'll have an appointment at some point soonish. And I'll probably get diagnosed as having ADHD. But yeah, when I get an idea in my head or something, I go all in. Definitely. Shinx only appear at level 10, whereas the other encounters appear at level 11. Could you repel trick away the Shinx? Yeah, we were talking about this just before on the stream, but the encounter rate doesn't go up too much for Pachirisu, and the percentage increase, like it slows down the encounter rate overall, so like it takes longer to find each encounter because you get rid of the shinks. And because the increase isn't that much, and because I need to keep resetting the repels each time, the time difference isn't worth it. It's actually slower to do it that way than it is just to hunt normally like this. So yeah, it's not worth it. Unfortunately, for this one, it's not. It is definitely worth it for the Ghastly in Eterna Forest, which will be the episode after this one though, because that goes from 4% to 50%. So I will definitely be doing the repel trick for Ghastly. And also it'll be a double battle encounter, so even better. It'll be even quicker. Oh, you would assume so. Gotta wake up early tomorrow and then drive through the rain on my bike for an hour. Oof. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. Like I said, if you're around tomorrow, there's going to be the extra special Shiny Dream Team quest stream, so make sure to be on the lookout for that one. And I'll be starting earlier than usual as well. Probably around 7 PM, I want to say, instead of the 9:30 that I have been starting these past few days. So a few hours earlier. It's harder to get a proper diagnosis after your 20s, yeah. But, I mean, I've been waiting for a long time now to just have that appointment, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, you can pay to, like, skip the queue, but it's like £1,000, and it's like, does it really affect my life that much if I know for sure that I have it? Probably not. So why would I pay? I'm fine waiting. Like, whether I'm confirmed I have ADHD or not, how much is it going to impact my life by just knowing that I do? Probably not too much. Good luck for the hunt. I'm going to lurk a bit more. Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up in about 20 minutes anyway. It'll be midnight in 20 minutes, and that's my usual stopping time, so yeah, we'll probably, yeah, we'll wrap things up in 20 minutes. Will you do the 1% Gengar and Haunter in the old chateau? No, I won't need to, because I'll have Ghastly before then, and since I've got Ghastly, I don't need to worry about evolution lines, so no, I won't. But I will be doing the Rotom hunt inside the old chateau, so that'll be fun. But yeah, no need to do Haunter and Gengar. Actually, I didn't even realize you could get Gengar inside, because Gengar's a trade evolution. Are you sure you can get Gengar in there? That feels way too early to be able to get Gengar in the game. Haunt I understand, but Gengar? This series plus your voice has been so refreshing. Thank you. Is it... I mean, personally, I mean, I said this on previous streams, but I don't really know. I'm not connected to any YouTubers, really. So I don't watch, like, all of the big Pokemon YouTubers or anything. But from what I know, most, if not all of the Pokemon YouTubers that I've seen are all, like, American and stuff. I don't really know many British Pokemon YouTubers, so maybe I stand out a little bit there with my voice, at least. Oh, we've got the OAR song. You can, it's only in the room with the eyes. Alright. Interesting. I probably won't hunt it though, because I'll have the... Well, yeah, I won't hunt it because I've got the Ghastly and I can get the Gengar because of it. For job search is a plus because some folks are more willing to hire you for the added pay. What's this for? Do we think, guys in the chat right now, do we think we're going to get the encounter before 1,000? I think I can probably go at like 1,200 tonight before I've got to call it a day. You also have a chill vibe. Most Pokemon Shiny YouTubers try to be overhyped and energetic for their audience, which to be fair is probably young kids, but as I've aged, it's gotten old. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, I think it's just a YouTuber thing where, in general, I mean, everyone's being themselves, or at least I would hope most YouTubers are being themselves, but you've kind of got to turn yourself up to 11 a bit. But yeah, I'm a pretty chill guy anyway, at least I like to think so. So yeah. I also know though that I do like turn the volume up a bit on myself, on my personality, while recording. Because you have to, otherwise people won't be engaged. If you go into it and you're boring, as a YouTuber, if you're boring, it's just not going to work. People are going to tune out or not care. So you've got to be entertaining at least a little bit. But I'm pretty chill. But I would like to think I'm still entertaining at least a little bit. The ADHD and other autism spectrum stuff. Ah, right, okay, I see. Shiny 3K. Pink mouse appear. I really wish so. I hope so. They give companies a plus for hiring people with neurodiverge. Yeah. I mean, I do typically see that, especially since I'm applying for jobs at the minute. But I do typically see, like, on job applications it asks, like, oh, do you have any disabilities or that sort of thing. I think even if I was diagnosed, I don't know if I would disclose that straight away. Like, I get it, it's a thing that people have problems with, and I may or may not have it. I think I probably do. But I've lived my entire life with it, if I do have it, and I don't feel like it stopped me from doing things. It definitely makes things tougher. Like, I do fully go all in on things when I get an idea. I'm like, right, we're getting invested. But at the same time, there's other things that make life a lot harder. Like, when I know I've got a few things to do around the house, it physically pains me to have to try and, like, make myself do things sometimes. Yeah, I just can't. Like, I really need to put in effort to do some things sometimes, which annoys my wife a lot. But yeah, I mean, I still do them, but I've got to do them at my own pace. Is it worth changing your lead from matchup to guarantee escapes against Weasels? Potentially. I mean, it's all based on speed stat, and matchups aren't really known for the speed, which is why I had them. Well, all of them that I've got are all level 16 because I thought it's high enough. Well, it should be. You would think high enough level to escape, but not too over leveled that, you know, I'm one-shotting everything. But yeah, obviously, as you can see as we go here, when I try and run, there is the occasional time where I'm still stuck in battle, which is annoying. Didn't Pachirisu win a world championship? Maybe you have to watch its winning match to get it. It won a world championship? Am I missing something here? Is there lore around Pachirisu that I don't know about? I'm going to mention it again, guys, because we're going to end the stream soon. But make sure you're around tomorrow. It's going to be a special edition stream. We are going to begin a Shiny Dream Team quest on Pokemon Sapphire. So that should be a fun stream, doing something different from Route Master for a change. And that's going to be something we're going to do going forward, just on Wednesdays, so weekly on Wednesdays. We're going to be doing a shiny hunt and dream team quest on Pokemon Sapphire. And then every other day, it's just going to be Route Master. I'm definitely not going to be daily streaming, by the way, going forward. Like, I know I have been since Sunday. Was Sunday the first stream? So I have the past 3 days. But I'm definitely not confirming I'm going to be streaming every single day. But if I've got some free time, I will. I probably can most days. But it's not going to be guaranteed. But tomorrow, there will be a special stream. We're going to be playing some Pokemon Sapphire, which I'm looking forward to. That's why you disclose it, so people understand what you're going through and don't assume you're lazy or uninterested to do the job. Fair enough. I would feel like, even though people hire based on these things, I feel like a lot of people probably are still put off by it, though. I don't know. Pachirisu was a key part of the World Championship winning team from 2014. Was on the team of Sejun Park in 2014. Oh. Is Pachirisu a competitive Pokemon? I didn't think so. Cool that it was won by a Korean guy, though. I don't know the law. I didn't realize Pachirisu was competitive. I can't really imagine a scenario where it could be competitive. To be honest, it's just one of those Pokemon that gets skipped over most of the time. Or I feel like it would get skipped over most of the time. Right, we're closing in on 1,000 encounters, and it's 10 minutes to midnight. We'll go to 1,200, guys, and then we'll wrap up the stream there. So, what do you think? Are we going to get a shiny encounter before 1,200? It's unlikely, I'll admit, especially since we've just had 2 back-to-back under odds hunts, but it can happen. It definitely could happen. In this specific format it had Nuzzle and Follow Me and is pretty fast. Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense, makes sense. Such a unique team though to base, like, you're basing your team around Pachirisu of all Pokemon. Such a random Pokemon to base a team around, but I get it. I guess it can be tricky. I've never been a person to like try competitive Pokemon battling or anything though, so I wouldn't have the first clue on how to set up like a competitive Pokemon team, you know? No idea. I've never really done EV training. Well, yeah, I haven't done EV training before. It's just, for me, it's like, okay, let's get the best attack and power move, put it on the Pokemon and hope for the best. Which I think like 90% of Pokemon players do the same thing. I am glad we got another shiny in this stream though, guys. That's a shiny in back-to-back streams now. And tomorrow, since we're going to start earlier, we'll have a bit more time to hunt. And we're doing the Dream Team quest on Sapphire, so we'll see some different Pokemon for a change. We'll be hunting some different Pokemon, which would be nice. Wolfie has a video on the Pachirisu run. Okay, okay. Maybe it's a good luck thing. Maybe I do need to watch it just to understand the power of Pachirisu. And then that'll be a good luck charm to find on the pink rat finally. In the junior leagues there was a boy that had a team centered in Charim. Really? Again, like that's not a Pokemon I would expect a team to be built around. Pokemon Champions will probably be the meta for competitive till Winds and Waves comes out. If you want to try the VGC, yeah, I'm not interested in trying the VGC. I'm not interested. I don't want to do competitive Pokemon battling. What was the shiny? We caught Shellos just before. That's why we're down to 1,000 encounters at the minute. We found a Shellos about an hour ago. Which is obviously not what we want, but it was a Shellos. Our 4th Shellos of the Valley Windworks. So now just getting up to speed, we have 4 Shellos, 4 Buizel, 3 Shinx, and 0 Pachirisu. At least we're keeping an even run of the shinies at the minute between the other 3. I hope that doesn't mean Shinx is next though. I don't need another Shinx. I really don't want another Shinx. But that, if we did, then that would make it 4-4-4. But just give me the Pachirisu. Let me end this hunt. I've been in the Valley Windworks for 2 months. I'm so windy right now. You missed it? Yeah. It was about an hour ago. I mean, you know, these streams are just like the behind the scenes of the Route Master videos. Once I actually complete this area, there'll still be the edited Route Master video as usual, and we'll go through all of the things we've caught in the live streams and so on. So you've missed it for now, but it'll still be in the Route Master video once that's released, once we finish this area. Or if you really wanted to, go back an hour in the live stream and you'll be able to see it. With the amount of grinding I've done for Diamond, which I still haven't beat but getting there, I'm surprised I haven't found a shiny yet. I mean, yeah, most people, like 99% of Pokemon players play through Pokemon games and never find a shiny because the odds are so low. So, even though YouTubers and stuff and shiny hunters make it feel like shiny hunting's not a big deal, if you're just playing a game casually, you're likely never going to find a shiny. Because doing 8,000 encounters in one run of the game is likely just never going to happen. I think if you were just to do like a normal run of Platinum, like defeating the Elite Four champion and then doing a few extra cleanup stuff, you're still likely to only do like 2,000 encounters throughout the entire run. So finding a shiny in that, unlikely. How's the Valley Windworks School District? I hear the restaurant scene isn't great, unfortunately. Yeah, the restaurant scene is a bit dry. A lot of rats and turtley radish things. School District isn't great either. There's just one girl who lives inside the Valley Windworks, and that's kind of it. And she never leaves. Some people say that she's locked up in there. Is there a video guide to getting a setup like you have for these ROMs, I'm assuming? There isn't. I kind of just figured it out myself, but the emulator I'm using is called Melon DS. So you can just download Melon DS. And then there is, you know, I'm not going to... Well, I mean, there's so many different sites where you can download emulators of games. So just find an emulator of whichever Pokemon game, like Platinum for example, and then to get 6 occurrences at once, that emulator that you download, copy and paste it and just rename it something else. And then that means you've got 2 different save files. So I have 6 versions of the emulator just called Pokemon Platinum 1, Pokemon Platinum 2 to 6. And then those are my 6 game files, which you can see on screen right now. Because if you just open the same like emulator, like ROM, 6 times, it's just the same save file. But if you just copy and paste it and rename it, then it's a separate save file. VGC is like chess. If your pieces had a 50% chance to fail taking a piece, you need a certain mindset going into it to find the joy in that. Definitely not for everyone. Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Definitely not. I'd be really surprised if I find a shiny before getting to the Elite Four. Yeah, it's unlikely. Shinies just don't happen in Pokemon games if you're not looking for them. I made a slightly competitive team with Moxie, Salamence, Garchomp, Tyranitar, Baxcalibur, Hisuian, Goodra, and Weevil. Never had trouble with fairy types. Interesting team. But again, I know nothing of competitive Pokemon, so I don't know if that's a good team or not. I'm assuming so. Oh, I've just knocked my mic there. Alright guys, we're closing in on 1,200. We'll be wrapping up the stream in a second. Can we get a shiny before then though? We're getting close. 60 encounters to go. That's another 10 resets. And then we're done for the night. Let's see. Come on. Let's get lucky. Let's get a really early encounter. Did I start recording? Am I recording? I am, okay. Whew. Okay. Making sure. Obviously I'm streaming, but I thought, because I stopped, like, because I'm also recording at the same time as streaming. And I stopped the recording after I caught the Shellos, so that I could calculate the time properly it took to get the Shellos. I couldn't remember if I actually clicked start recording again for this new hunt, but I did. So it's all good. Well, they happened by complete accident, looking back at the one shiny Tranquil I randomly found in high school. Yeah, see, I've only ever found one shiny, legit, without looking for it, which was Whismur, in Whismur Cave. And that's the only one. I just happened to be walking through, it popped up, I caught it, and that's my only legit shiny, not from hunting. Lots of fairies in Gen 9, so not optimal when 5 Pokemon are weak and the other is neutral. Yeah. Shellos shiny, I couldn't really see it. Yeah. No one can. It's by far the worst shiny of the series so far. The Shellos, it's just a horrible shiny. It's not good. I don't understand why the developers thought, here's a Pokemon that's pink. Let's make the shiny 2 shades darker, and that's it. Like, come on. Why not just palette swap it? Why not have like a green Shellos or something be the shiny, you know? Why do you have to have it so similar? Like, I don't get it. Just make it look cool. Do a green one. Do a yellow one. Do something different. But no, instead they make it basically the same. Right, is this it? That was 1,200, I believe, guys. It is. Alright, we're going to call it there for the night. So I'll mention one more time for people who might have only just joined. Tomorrow we're doing an extra special stream, guys, so make sure you're available tomorrow. We are going to begin a Shiny Dream Team quest on Pokemon Sapphire. So this is a new series. That's going to start tomorrow. We're going to live stream the start of it. There will still be videos as usual, like edited videos, but we're going to live stream the first hunt. And yeah, it's going to be a new thing going forward. We're going to do this every Wednesday. Just on Wednesdays, just one day a week. So, you know, the focus is still going to be Route Master because it takes forever. But one day a week, we're going to just chill, play something different, in this case Sapphire, and yeah, we're going to start a Dream Team quest, so it should be fun. So tomorrow will be the first stream, be on the lookout. we're going to start it slightly earlier than the previous few streams have been. I've usually been starting at 9:30. We're likely going to start around 7 tomorrow, so a bit earlier. So a bit of a longer stream as well. And I hope to see you guys there, because it should be a fun one, and it'll be something different. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. It's midnight now. We've hit 1,200. We got a shiny on stream at least today, which is good. Still no Pachirisu though, so the hunt continues for next time. But yeah, that's going to be it. So I appreciate you guys, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Alright.